Transformation for me means going deeply into oneself, envisioning a future that does not yet exist, believing in that idea, that future, so sincerely that although society tells you it can't happen, it's impossible, that you believe so much in something that does not yet exist, that you march towards that future with utter clarity and certainty, and you do something that's transformational, that fundamentally changes one's perception of the world and how the world sees the individual. Yeah, it's clearly not enough to simply make technology better and better. We also have to transform how we think about ourselves and the world and our responsibilities as individuals and communities in the world to get to the future that we all dream of, where there's profound reductions in human suffering while maintaining what we hold dear, human diversity, individual freedoms, not only one region of the world, but across the world. So, you know, that shift in consciousness is utterly important, because what's happening in the technological front is deeply profound. We're advancing in the scientific community more and more pronounced, more and more capable technologies. So we have to, in parallel, advance how we think about this ever-expanding volume of augmentative technology, how we think of it legally, socially, how we can maintain human diversity and individual freedoms, how we can use the technology in appropriate ways to reduce human suffering. These are the challenges that we face, and these are the opportunities that we have as a society. I was an avid mountain climber, and when I was 17, I was out with a climbing partner, and we were struck by a vicious storm while climbing Mount Washington in the winter, and what we thought would be a day outing turns into 4 days. We both suffered severe frostbite. My limbs were amputated, both of my legs below the knee. I was fitted with artificial limbs back then, and I was just shocked by their lack of technological sophistication. There was no computer, there was no sensing capability, there was no synthetic muscle capability. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. There has to be more. In this day and age of fast automobiles, planes, and space shuttles, there just has to be more. And that shock really set me on a course, a life course, to do whatever I could to advance technology, so that people in the future do not have to go through such a horrendous experience. I dream of a future world in which a person loses a limb, or their spinal cord is damaged, or they suffer a severe brain condition, and the technology is so good that we can restore people to the capabilities that they seek and the quality of life that they seek. That's the world that I want to help build. We are at the beginning of what I call the bionic age. We're starting to see glimpses of people with what I call unusual bodies and minds when interacting with technology, are witnessing a restoration of capability. There's a few examples, but as we march into the century, there'll be more and more examples, more and more conditions that today are disabling because of poor technology. More and more of those disabilities will be eliminated with advanced technology. That's very compelling and exciting, and really the tremendous value proposition of bionics, the elimination of so much pain and suffering that exists today. The relationship between the human body and synthetics, designed constructs will fundamentally change. I mean, humans are extraordinary users of tools. And we've been doing it for a very, very long time. But we're starting to see a glimpse of a new era where our relationship, our interaction with the built, designed world is different than mere tool use. It's common that when we fit a bionic limb to a person without a biological limb, it's common that they make comments such as, I have my limb back, I have my life back, I'm no longer depressed. I'm sorry, when you give me a hammer, I just don't say that I have my life back. So what we're glimpsing is this new era where the human is integrating seamlessly with technology, and that the level of integration will only improve in the future.